Harsh, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah,
Okay. Okay. So let's start then.
yeah, we can.
Okay. Cool. So am I audible and visible, Harsh? Please check.
Yeah,
Okay.
am
Perfect.
I?
Yeah, you are also perfectly audible and visible too. Uh, just let me check when if the stream has started already or not. Then we can start
Sure,
from
sure.
there. Okay. Okay. The stream has already been started. I can see that. And ভাই টাইল মোডে করে দে যেখানে কিনা আমাকে আর হর্ষকে খালি দেখা যাবে, অন্য কাউকে দেখা যাবে না, দুজনকে যেন দেখা যায়, টাইল মোড অন করে। বেশ।
টাইল মোডটাই তো অন করা ছিল, ওরকমই থাকবে। ওটাতে কিন্তু সবাইকে দেখা যাচ্ছে, প্লাস শুধু তোদের দুজনকে। দুজনকে দেখা যাচ্ছে কিন্তু খুব ছোট্ট অবস্থায়। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, কর। আমি একটু করে দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, পারফেক্ট। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। আমি বানাতে তো পারবো না, আই থিঙ্ক এখন।
Okay, so hello everyone, good evening. I am Debarshi, the president of the Startup Club by Mckvie. So this is a different kind of event we are starting. Hope you guys will enjoy this kind of events as we are planning to do such things in future also. So this is basically a podcast where Harsh and I will be talking on a particular topic. So today's topic is on problem solving and competitive programming. So Harsh, how are you doing?
Yeah,
Anything?
I'm great. And let me introduce myself. So, my name is Harish, and we are doing this podcast, and the topic is basically the problem solving and the competitive programming. Okay, so I am
Okay.
doing the competitive programming for almost 2 years. I
Okay.
started this in my first year and started with the basic, problem solving on HackerRank and all. And
Okay.
we will be discussing about all those platforms, but let me introduce, tell me that I started with HackerRank
Yeah.
and all those things. Then I get to know about Code Chef, Code Forces, and all everything. And we get to know that, okay, competitive programming is something, and that is basically only the programming part, nothing development related. I'm not building anything, that people can see, right? Uh, so it's just the code, but you know it's very easy to start with. You can start it by day one only, but yeah, it takes time to learn all those things. And yeah, so today,
Okay, Harsh,
yeah.
please
Hmm.
tell us about your achievements and all those stuff, so people can know why you are the perfect candidate for this kind of stuff. Right? Brag about yourself. I'm giving you the liberty.
So there is nothing, to brag about all those things, because the level at which I am right now in the competitive programming can be, achieved by many students and many other people, you know. But the thing is, it needs, the time, the belief that, okay, I can do this. I will be doing this for, a sport. Competitive programming is a sport. So if
Exactly.
you like it, you'll go. But it's like
Yeah.
nothing, something study. So like you will do this for 2 months and you will be at a good place. And
Yeah.
now you're learning, you are giving some tests and you're proving anywhere. Like, it's just a sport. It's a
Exactly.
sport having a leaderboard,
Yeah.
right? So the thing which I'm proud of is like I'm still in this. I still attend many contests and all. And in the, some months before I stopped doing all those things. And you know what? I felt that, oh no, I'm losing my IQ. Like literally,
Right.
because it's
Yes.
just a sport. And I used to invest my mind for somewhere 2 to 3 hours every day, or in a frequency. The frequency was very high. In a week, we were attending like 4 to 5 contests every week.
Right.
So I was doing some, sports type things. So that's very good. So the thing is, all those things doesn't matter, the ratings and all. It matters when you are at, at the top of something. You're the best in many things. But
Yeah.
for personal development, I believe competitive programming is very good. So basically, I'm 4-star coder on Code Chef, and my highest rating in Code Forces is specialist.
Okay.
So
And can
I
you
believe in
tell us the tiers that people can reach?
yeah.
Yeah.
So in Code Chef, we
Uh,
get 1-star, 2-star, up to 7-star. Okay.
okay.
So a 7-star coder is called a red coder. Is the
Red
like
color. Right.
red
Right.
coder? Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that it's very easy to reach 3-star,
Mm-hmm.
a bit difficult to maintain between 3 and 4-star, and like 5-star good, but obviously the stars improve, and that is good. But the basic programming stuff which we will be learning in our college only can lead you to
Mm-hmm.
4-star.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Okay,
And people don't know this kinds of stuff, I believe.
correct. People,
Yeah.
the
People
thing
think
is,
that it's a very huge thing to participate in all kinds of
yeah,
competitive
because
programming. Yeah.
correct,
Right.
correct. Because in the first day when you give, na, you believe, okay, I'm very bad at this. You getting
Yeah.
10,000
Exactly.
ranks.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah. Right.
12,000 participants and you are getting 10,000 ranks. So you get
Mm-hmm.
demotivated very easily, very
Mm-hmm.
easily.
Yeah.
Okay, and in like you will see like in code forces, the
Mm-hmm.
first problem, most of the people do that, the prime ones, the red coders, the masters, there we call in different category, like I call it specialist, and then master, candidate, master, expert. These are the levels in code forces. So
Right.
the first problem is very easy. Okay, so people do solve that question in less than 1 minute. So
Mm-hmm.
when you solve a question in less than 1 minute, in the leaderboard it shows 0 0 : 0 0. That means you have
Mm-hmm.
solved the question within 1 minute, and the minimum time it's 1 minute, right? But when a candidate starts doing competitive programming in his first contest, it's not easy that he would be doing that in less than 30 minutes,
Right.
because he's not aware of the platform, what
Exactly.
code is needed to write the code faster.
Mm.
So let me like give an example. So I've prepared a template. Okay. In C++,
Right.
we have
Mm.
seen that hash define, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone knows this. In C also, it's hash define. So there's a long. There's a thing long, int, double. So there is a thing long. In competitive programming, there the values in the test cases are usually big enough. So
Mm.
to store all those numbers, we need long.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult in a sport which is some time based. You need to write that long. So I have prepared a hash defined long LL. So whenever
Mm.
I write just LL, it means long, right?
Yeah.
So I have
Right.
prepared many snippets for all those things like taking input, taking an input array, all
Right.
those stuff. So that makes like the course typing speed faster basically. So the newbie who is coding, he will write the whole stuff and it will take more time than
Mm.
a rookie, like not the rookie, but a person who is doing competitive programming for many times, knows those
Right.
things.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Understood. Yeah. People use macros to easen up the stuffs. Yeah. right? Code snippets are being copied, which are used in every program. So they copy the whole thing, paste the whole thing there. So a first timer, whoever is doing it for the first time, wouldn't know all this stuffs, all these shortcuts. It's better to term that as shortcuts. So people can get demotivated that इतना तो रैंक आ गया 10,000, तो फिर क्या ही करना है. तो first you need to you can't get your name on the scoreboard or leaderboard, but
No.
consistency is the key, right?
Right.
If I'm not wrong, Harsh will say
You develop a
that.
habit, like,
Exactly.
okay, I
Problem
need
solving
to
is not
code.
just about getting a score or result there. It also develops your
Definitely not in the beginning.
development skills, your thinking capability, right? If you are given a particular question in how many ways, there might be 5 to 10 ways to solve a question, but at college you are being taught only one way. But when you do competitive programming, you can learn other 9 ways to solve that kind of problem. So these things actually
Probably
help.
the efficient way. Correct.
Exactly.
So, like writing a code may take high complexities and then a low complexity.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are
Complexities.
constraints.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like so those are things given. So Harsh, according to you, what's the best time to start competitive programming or problem solving?
See, the problem solving part can be done, just by learning a language.
Yeah.
Just by learning a
Right.
language, you can start problem solving. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by starting, you can start anytime. Like a class 9, 10 kid also can start all those
Exactly.
things.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't be, able to invest much time because priorities are different at that
Exactly.
age. 9,
Yeah.
10 boards are coming. Your parents won't be, allowing you all that you use your laptop for 3 hours like continuously.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the learning graph won't be very, high. It won't be. I believe it's not easy, but yeah, many kids do all those stuff, and you need basically a family support. While you are in college, you can say, "यार ये मेरा काम है, मेरे को करना है, ये है, ये पढ़ाई है, ये है." So there's no benchmark. Yeah, I can tell like, yeah, I'm scoring good. I'll be doing good in my college exams, and this is a part of my study. So you can, argue with your parents in this topic, and they might allow you. So I believe first year should start competitive programming. But let me tell you, competitive programming would not let you give a job. Okay, I must tell you again that it's a sport, right? So it definitely helps you while, all the development part, all anything, any problem solving, anything. It definitely helps. But the thing is that it's not the stuff which companies are telling. Like, if you have an expert rating, I'll give you an offer, and we'll call you for an interview. It's not the thing here till now. But yes, there are like Google
Google
organizes
does that.
a,
Yeah.
yeah,
Kickstart and all
kickstart
this.
kickstart So
Yes.
he gives a mail to top 200 students.
Yes. That was
But
coming.
yeah,
Was coming to
but
that.
that's very difficult. Like, to reach
Right.
that place takes time.
Yeah. Of course.
So by learning and development, if you want to learn web development, it will cost you a month to make a website and a week to make an HTML website.
Right.
Right. But if you invest more time, if let's say 3 months, you will be a good place in web development.
Right.
But in competitive programming, it's not easy that you'll be in a good place in 3 months. Not at all. You must be having some good concepts before. You have learned something, you have prepared, and just entering the competitive programming can lead you a good place. Not a good place, but a decent place in competitive programming. But competitive programming needs time. It needs much of your time.
So it's
Because
better to start early. That's
it's better to start early, and it's better to be habituated with the platform which you are using.
Exactly.
Because
Even I
the
see
problems, yeah.
Even I see profiles like people are solving problems 365 days in a year. Matlab, they haven't taken a break. It's like addiction to them. Yeah, they solve their problems. Doesn't matter even if it's their parents' anniversary or their birthday. It doesn't matter. They will sit with their laptop for an hour or so, will solve 1 to 2 problems or 3 problems at max, but they will do it every day. So it's
Yeah.
a more of a habit. And one more thing I'd like to include in this conversation is that you might not get a job directly from any other company if you do have a very good competitive programming profile, but surely every interviews or every job has first round is basically on problem solving. So if
Yeah,
you have a
problem solving is different than competitive
exactly,
programming.
yeah, so that I'm coming, but if you have a good skill in competitive programming, it will eventually benefit you in that part, right? In all
Definitely.
the exams that are being taken, and after that, you are being shortlisted for the interview, right? So if you have a good profile, you can showcase that in your CV also. You will not get a job directly just because of that. You will have to know development and all those stuffs along with that. Just because when you go to a company, you won't be solving lead code problems there. You'll have to build a thing, right? So for that, development skills are required, but this actually gives a huge boost in your CV while if you do have a very nice competitive programming uh, profile. If I'm
Yeah,
not wrong, Harsh, yeah,
it's basically a reward, like
exactly,
people,
yeah,
it gives you a high, people get to know about you that okay, this person is doing this competitive programming and is good at this rank. So whenever you reached a good rank in competitive programming, you even get texts from many people in LinkedIn, right?
exactly,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay, yeah, like even I've heard someone like IITians do text them, okay, okay, how can I start competitive programming, because they see like
mm-hmm.
this guy has a high rating. So yeah,
Yeah,
and that the rating itself is the thing which you cannot achieve via cheating.
mm.
In lead code, you can submit 365 problems every day by just copying the solution because the solution is available.
Yes,
But during contest, it's difficult to achieve a good rank just doing by cheating. You can achieve a decent rank. You can be at good place because in everywhere plagiarism exists. Okay, so
yeah,
people do share their code on Telegram, Discord, everywhere, and people do just copy paste and paste it. They just twerk some things because in all these websites plagiarism checker is there. So they check their code. If a person copy the same code, he will
mm.
be like the rating would be come to zero or something,
Yeah, might
there
be
would be
banned from the
fine.
website.
Correct,
Yeah, yeah,
correct, correct.
yeah.
So,
So, but
but
they change the variable name and do all this kinds of stuff. But it
but
is not helpful in
it's not
real
at all
sense. I think.
helpful, and
Yeah.
you won't be at such a good place because the people who are sending the solutions are not even in good place because when they reach a good place now they know the importance of all these things. So at
Yes.
that position they won't be doing all those things because they understand what it costs to come at that position.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that's all about, I guess, competitive programming because all this starts and all, but like one more thing I would like to discuss about that is project and competitive programming. Are they like, the barrier of it? How much do you need all those things? So,
Right.
project is basically a thing which you showcase, like, okay, I have made this, I have used this, and I have added a specialty because at this, like,
Mm.
I have developed this website, and anyone can see, anyone can relate with that. But if I show, my parents, my rank, this is my rank, they won't be like, okay, you must be my rating. Yeah, they will be okay. They won't much relate to that. But if I show them a website that is beautifully designed and they can interact, people can interact with that. So that's a project, right? So
Yeah.
project can be, project. Everyone can relate with a project. Okay, this is me, right?
Right.
And you need projects everywhere. You like if you are just the topmost coder in the world, then also you
Mm.
need some basic project because in over after all in the company you are not doing competitive programming, right?
Yes, that's
So
what I said. Yeah. You will
yeah,
be doing
so
development there. Yeah.
basic knowledge is required for that. So if you are
Exactly.
very good in competitive programming, the projects can be the basic one.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if you are in a mediocre or a beginner level in competitive programming, then your project should be good enough.
Yes. But
But
what
again, that problem
yeah.
solving.
problem solving
That
part, yeah.
is must.
even
That is a
even
must.
even you are doing development, you need ways to think, right? You made a button, but you need some codes to make that button more attractive, beautiful, or whatever it is. And if you have a base of CP or problem solving, you will get the idea around. You can have numerous kinds of ideas. And the first thing is that there's no parameter to judge a good developer. You don't have any parameter, because you can't rate a website. It can look good, but other can say that I can make better than this, or this can be better, this he can do it better, or something like that. There's no parameter. But in CP there's a parameter, right? uh, Everyone who is solving the same problem, and you are ranked based on how you can solve the problem, how quickly you do it. So there's a parameter of comparison in CP, where there is no parameter while in development. So should you like to explain that a bit?
Yeah, because projects can be similar. You won't be charged
Similar,
for
yeah,
that
yeah,
because why did
right,
you made a clone? This guy also made a clone. You must be cheated. Yeah,
exactly,
you might be cheated, but you
yeah,
need to learn the basics. How that website is made. You should know that what were the things which you had needed to make that website.
exactly, right.
So that's the thing. But again, that problem solving thing is a must. That is a thing which you should know because till now companies are hiring based on that only.
Hmm.
It's not,
Exactly.
I'll tell you that it's very needed, and problem solving is a must. You should know problem solving and all because like it costs very less money for company to conduct such a test, because if they start conducting a test on website development, it would cost them a lot of money and time.
Yes. Yeah.
But conducting a test on DSA would be very easier for them. And
Mhm.
obviously, since everyone is doing problem solving and everyone is a somewhere good position in problem solving and all,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
you must be up in a better position than them so that company will hire
Exactly.
you.
Exactly. Because that's the first hurdle to get into a company, right? You need to 10,000 applicants are there, so it's practically impossible for a company to uh, host an interview for 10,000 people. They will take interview for 200 people. So they need to sort the things. They need to sort people according to that. So people will be given some test links, which we are getting right now. So you will be getting test links, and you need to solve those kinds of problems, and you will be sorted according to that. The top 200 ranked people will be considered for interview. So to reach to that level where you can appear for the interview, you need to know some basic problem solving and CP, right? And not exactly CP is required, because CP is much more of a different kind of a contest. You know how to jog and run. CP is like 100-meter race or something like that, or running in an Olympic or something like that.
A
Whether
competition
you,
basically.
yeah, competition basically. You are running in a park, that's different from basically going to the Olympics. So it's kind of like that. So
Yeah.
but still, if you have a practice while doing CP and all those stuff, you will learn how to optimize your code, right? Because code optimization is very much important. uh, Harsh, if you can say much more about code
Yeah,
optimization. Yeah.
like nowadays, even problem solving topics are also having, contests. Like
Yes.
in lead code, we are having contest on Saturday and Sunday, right? So
Hmm.
there's a contest on Saturday and Sunday
Weekly and
in
bi-weekly
lead code,
one.
weekly and bi-weekly, correct.
Yeah,
And
right.
also in GFG and all those
Yes.
stuffs. Yeah, so they are conducting tests, and that is also the questions are based on interview level questions, but
Hmm.
it is designed as a competitive programming contest.
Exactly. Okay.
Like people come and the quicker they solve the question, the more they rank in the
Exactly.
leaderboard.
Hmm.
So this is how they design. But I believe LeetCode is very good platform, and there are also some other platforms similar to that, uh, Coding Ninja and GFG. All this they're also now CodeChef is also having all those things like
Hmm.
to start DS and all. Uh, but LeetCode is like the OG of all these
Yeah, of
things.
course,
So
of course.
uh,
Yeah.
that website is doing this from ages. So You can start with lead code. You can start with HackerRank, obviously.
Exactly.
HackerRank is a very, very, very good platform for beginners.
And
It
very basic concepts and problems are
correct,
there.
correct.
Yeah.
Problems are sorted with you know the questions, and the questions can be marked as easy. Their easy questions are literally easy questions, and
Yes.
lead
Right.
code easy questions can be sometimes a bit concepts are needed for that. But to
Exactly.
start with, to understand the coding platform, I believe HackerRank is the best. The second
Mhm.
option, the second step should be lead code, and then you go into the competitive programming. You can also start competitive programming from day one. You start giving contests, give at least
You
10 good
might fail.
contests.
There can be contests where three of the problems, there are basically three problems in a contest: easy,
Yeah,
medium,
four.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that.
In lead code,
So
there are four.
four, yeah, okay.
In code forces contest, there are 6, 7, 8.
Okay,
Most of them.
whatever the number is, there can be situation where you are unable to solve any problem. I have faced this issue while doing CP. So there happened that I can't solve any of the questions. The easiest one I can't solve. So it's not to take on your ego. You try the next day, stay alive for the next day, and go to the battlefield again. So that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Of
just give 10 contests with
yeah.
your mind settled, like
and
okay, I will
and
give a
after the
contest.
contest sit with the problems which you can't solve
Hmm.
and learn those things and learn those concepts. Then only you can do better in the next contest and all those stuff, right?
It's a
So
very
if you
easy
are,
key. Yeah, like
yeah, it's
like if I have solved two questions correctly
hmm,
and I was facing issues for the third question, after the
hmm.
contest gets over, I should do the third question.
Yes, exactly.
So
So
if you
if
are
you don't
faced
sit
not
with the
solved one
problems,
question, yeah, correct.
yeah, otherwise you can't learn those concepts, right? If you don't sit with those questions after the contest is over. So it's up to you. You need to learn. It's like giving a mock test several amounts of time just before giving a final test or something like that. So you know the answer already. You go and do the solve the problem, understand. Suppose the question was on tree or dynamic programming. You don't know dynamic programming. This can happen, but you go and learn from uh, you have numerous numbers of resources around YouTube, around the web.
Many,
uh,
many, many.
yeah. And
Nowadays you will get confused from whom to learn.
yes, that's the case. That's even the case with many people. The first question comes around, भैया कौन सा language choose करना है programming करने के लिए? You get that questions, right, Harsh? Java करे या फिर C++ करे. So it's a start with any. We say that start with any Java, C++, Python, whatever it is, your choice. You like uh, whatever language you like, or you have a background regarding that language. Some people are there who have done Java in their schools, so they can go on with Java in the college. There's not a big issue. So just start. Starting is required. So another thing I'd like to also address during this podcast is that Harsh mentioned about GFG, right? So GFG also carries out contests like this where companies come, like a pool of 5 to 10 companies come, and they carry out a contest where if you do well, you can get a call from the company for internships or for job opportunities. Harsh, can you?
Nowadays, like obviously GFG are like companies do come in GFG and they prepare a contest and
Hmm.
like they select their candidates on their own.
Yes.
But there are new companies who are promoting competitive programming very much, and they are conducting contests every month. So I'm talking about Newton School. Uh,
Hmm.
like Newton School is also conducting contest, and quarterly, or like they have a great contest, and like three in, I guess, one in a 3 months, and they have a regular contest every month. So their contests are really good, and they do have some questions based on computer programming. The thing is, the first problem, I believe, many people can solve the first question. Sometimes it comes difficult, that can be may not be solved, but the first two questions are solvable if you are practicing enough. You are into computer programming, you are into problem solving and all those things, so you can solve. So they are now conducting a this Newtown School contest on 31st. They named it Code Rush. So if you guys want, I can share all those links. With that, we will also see about all those things, that uh, how they are conducting, and how to participate in that contest. And yeah, we will share all those things. So back to the topic, the problem solving. The problem solving is, how would I say that? I should give an example with. I should give an example with a problem. So, Debarshi, am I allowed to share my screen for a while?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. There's no issue.
So I'll just open a paint, and the question is, I guess everyone know about a subarray, right?
There are
You
first year
don't.
students also, so please explain what's an
Okay.
array first
Okay.
and what's a sub-array. So
So I'm just writing some numbers over there, and these are 5 numbers. Okay. So if I store them in a container, this becomes an array. Sorry, my handwriting might be bad, but you get the point, right? So this is an array of numbers, an array, a container of numbers. Okay. And what is sub-array? Sub-array is like you make some combinations of all these numbers. So let's say 3 is a number, then 4 is a number, then 1 is a number, then 2 is a number, then 7 is a number. I can make this set, different sets, and in one set I can put all these numbers in one set. Then I can put 1 to 7 in a set. So if I give you a small example, like if I draw all the subarrays of an array, it would be like this. So let's say this is a container which contains 3 numbers. This container is called an array. It contains 3 numbers, okay? And this array's subarray would be 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and T, and yeah. So I missed 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3. These are the subarrays of this array. What do I mean by subarray? Because it is formed by, one. If I select all these things, if I've selected this two, if I've selected this stuff, and if I've selected just 1, just 2, or just 3, or 2, 3. So you see, there's a pattern. I cannot select 1 and 3. 1, 3 cannot be a subarray. So this is a question. Okay.
yeah, the
So
number
this is
of
a question.
combinations that can be made with the
Serially,
values of an array. Yeah,
continuous array. These are the continuous part of the array.
exactly.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know, many people, I believe that many people know about all those, complexity and all. So
Time complexity, space complexity. But
correct.
so first year people are there, so make it very easy for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Try
the
to.
question says that, you have all these sub arrays. You need to add them up. So like 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. So add all the elements in this array. So what you can do is like you iterate. Iterate means you walk around this array. You pick this one, then this two, then this three. Okay. Then you pick just one and just two. Then you pick just one, and then you start from here, and you pick 2 and 3 and just pick 2. Now you start from here and you just pick 3. So you are iterating the array multiple times, right? You are iterating the array multiple times. How many times? It is a calculated amount, that is n square. And what is n? N is the size of the array. Okay. So n is the size of the array, and you iterate 9 times over here. Like around 9 times if the n is very big. If the n is very big, we tell it that this is n square. So what I mean to say that you can solve this question by iterating n times over this array. N times over a size of n sized array will cause to n square complexity. So
okay, Harsh, hold on. Yeah, some people are there who can't see the screen. So please write. If you can see the screen, the presentation, please do write. Someone is saying that they can't Actually, I can see. Okay, it is visible.
It's not
Yeah, yeah.
visible.
Go on, Harsh.
Okay. Sure. Uh, yeah. So the thing was like I've told you that you need to add them the elements of all the subarrays. This will cost n square. This is a one way. This is the one way. Now, what I can observe is this one comes three times, this three comes three times, and this two comes four times. If I have noticed this, then what I can do, like I multiply the first element with three, the second element with four, and the third element with three. So I've iterated the whole array only once, and I've just multiplied the number and add them up. The point is not that you understand the problem and you code it well and you get the answer. The point is that the problem has multiple solutions. A problem has multiple solutions, multiple time complexities. In a contest, you may not get your code accepted via this approach, but you may get via this approach because this approach has less time complexity. I have not made you understand the whole solution of this problem because I believe that's not the part of today. And the point which I want to convey is that your answer can be better. And this thing you can learn via competitive programming or problem solving on any of the websites like LeetCode and all. So this is, I believe, this is the thing. So I must stop presenting.
Yeah. So the thing is, people, when you write a huge amount of code or something like that, you need to take care of space and time complexity just because there are things in a company, right? In a company, there's a limited amount of database, but you can't go on writing the same code for which will take huge amount of your storage and all those stuff. So you need to take care of that thing. So that's what Harsh meant. And time complexity is also required. Okay. Moving on. We'll, okay, Harsh, are you there?
Yeah, really sorry.
Okay. So there was a problem regarding the Google Meet. Yeah. Okay. So can you tell us more about the Newton School event? If you can present your
Sure,
screen and
sure,
share that.
sure. I should present that.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Wait, yeah.
So it's a great opportunity for you guys, right?
To start.
We are talking about competitive programming, but it can be a way to start things. So please do register in this. The links are already there. The links are being given on our Instagram bio, right? So you can get the links from there and can uh, fill out this form. And there are numerous number of prizes, right? So you can also get your hands onto that thing. And if you don't, there are internship opportunities also. Newton School provides internship opportunities to you guys. They also provide courseworks and all those stuff. So please do register for this event. Do it by now. I'll ask you guys to do it by now, just because it's a great opportunity for you guys.
Yeah, I've given the link in the description chat box also.
Yeah,
So
the
if
chat box. The link has
anyone,
been given in the chat box. Please do copy the link and go on and register. And we'll open the forum for questions. If anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask.
yeah,
Write it.
also,
Write it on the chat box. Right.
right.
It would be. I'll be addressing the questions then.
Also we
Anyone?
can check on YouTube also like
Yeah, yeah.
if
We,
information.
our team is checking the YouTube questions, so it's not a problem. Okay, Harsda, as previously asked you about the time limit exceeded thing in CP platforms, you also refer some videos, but please can you explain it with clarity today? How to avoid it? Supriyo Ghosh. Probably he
Yeah.
talked to you about time complexity and all the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, Supriyo. So the thing is like whenever you get a constraint, whenever you read a problem, you are provided with a constraint. Okay, so let me tell you, like if you have a number which you iterate through, 10 to the power 9 times, 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 9 times. So the question tells you only that you must write a code which is a complexity of O to the ON. And if it is 10 to the power 4, then you can write a code of ON square. So all those things, it's written in the question only. You need to understand that, what complexity code should I write to get my code accepted is already written in your problem statement only. So that's the thing. In 1 second, you can iterate 10 to the power 9 operations. So I believe that this is a topic which should be, presented through all those things, like special video for that thing,
We'll be organizing different kinds of events. That
regarding all those
the,
things. Yeah,
the
problems, all these problems, correct.
yeah,
You
they will.
can, you got our socials, you can contact me there, and uh, either we can have a one-on-one session, or if I get much questions like that, we can also make a video on that.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Dev
Dada,
can.
yeah,
Yeah, please can address that.
Dada, we have Java in this semester, so which book will be perfect for practice? Okay, I believe no book is required uh, to learn Java and all, but definitely for exams, you must follow the notes given by your respected teachers, and all those teachers do provide some notes, do provide the necessary questions which may be asked in the examination. So you must be aware of all those stuffs, all those questions, and the topics all around that. So for a college examination, yes, you must go through the theory also. But for this competitive problem solving, you must not need all those theory stuffs, but you definitely need to learn the language. There are many YouTube videos present there, and like you can learn Java over there.
Yeah,
So if you
if you
want,
are
we
a
can also
if you,
share
yeah, if you are
tutorials.
a guy who wants and likes to read from books, you can go to the library. There are numerous books in Java. Yeah, but the easiest way to learn any kind of language is through the internet. You can go
Okay.
and yeah, you can go and read articles on GFG, learn on all those stuff, and watch a YouTube video and kind of stuff. Right,
Correct.
that will be much
Definitely,
much
there
more
are docs
easier.
available on their
Yeah,
official
docs.
docs. You
Yeah,
learn through that. If you
yeah,
have a reading, some people are there who don't understand via video, but they understand via documents.
yeah.
So
So you can also
you
approach.
must follow that. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So, how to
Okay.
approach coding problems? Anurag has asked.
Yeah. So this is a very easy question, and you just need to know, three, four steps to just approach a coding problem. The first problem is you must read the problem properly. Okay. The half of the solution is there in the problem itself. You get to know first. The first thing which you should, know about the question is like what data structure or what particular algorithm must be will like it would be the answer regarding that question. So some questions may need binary search, some question may needs graph or trees, the concept of graph or concept of tree, different type of things. So you must first understand which data structure or which algorithm you must be using in this program. The second step, you must have a copy or a notepad, and where you will write the flow of your program. The flow, like how would you approach the question? You will read the question. Okay, now you will do this. You will need a for loop for this. You will need to print this. You will be needing these data sets to solve your problem. So in your mind or in your copy, just draw the flow that these will be the steps of my problem, and then you write the code. So before writing you don't just go read the code and start writing the code, because that needs a lot of practice. You must be very familiar that okay, this will be definitely the answer, so you may go, write the code directly. Even in the college itself, if you have if your teacher give a problem in your lab only, you must understand the problem. You must ask your teacher like what does this problem really mean, and then you go through the answer. Understand the question properly to learn about the problem. That's the key concept. And then you write your code. Also, writing code is not, that you will succeed in the first very step. You need to learn debugging also, where the program gets wrong. So these are the steps. You must learn, read the question properly. Second, you must draw your flowcharts, draw your many things, your mind map, maybe anything in your copy or in a notepad, the flow of the program, and then you start code. While writing code, must keep debugging your code. Like you are receiving the code which you have written is giving you a correct output or not. That must be checked while writing a program only.
Yeah.
So this would be a approach. Also, one more approach, that if you fail to understand the code, you fail to understand the question, then you must go through the hints which are provided there and only, and then you start reading the tutorial, which line by line, and you understand, okay, this line, and then stop, and then think about, okay, how would I use this?
Right.
The whole editorial should be the last option for you.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. So Swastik is asking, please explain about Newton School again. Okay, Swastik, I'll tell you. Newton School does conduct different kinds of events. It is basically a monthly coding event, coding contest, which has numerous amounts of prizes and internship opportunities. And the second of all, it also conducts full stack well development course and all those stuff. So they are available. The courses are available there also, and they conduct different kinds of events like this. So you should participate in these kinds of events. So at least you'll get in touch with CP or uh, contests like this, where you can learn, and you are getting a chance, right? So that's why we are asking guys to at least register for this event that is being provided to you. The links are being provided to you, so at least you will appear for this event. At least you will get to know what these things include. It's okay to fail. You won't have to win for the very first time. It's okay. And also might win. I'm not telling that you can't. Actually, you might win in your first time, in your very first attempt. But if you don't, then don't get upset, because there are different kinds of events they are conducting over the years, over the whole year. So you can actually get into that. So we have a question on YouTube. Actually, I should address that. How Java compete with C++ in the interview or competitive coding rounds? Java versus C++. Harsh, what do you have to say?
So what people do, compare this Java and C++ is with the development, because if you have learned Java, so in many development area we need Java for development. So people say that we will learn Java first, so that we can also get our hands dirty on development. So that, I guess, that's
C++
only the
guy
difference.
will come up with the argument that it has STL. It's faster.
It's,
Okay,
you know,
go ahead. Yeah,
this thing never stops.
yeah, right.
And yeah, I personally use C++ for coding and all, because I don't want to write all those scanner buffer reader things. So
Right.
yeah, I had Java from class 9, 10, 11, 12. I did Java, and also while doing hacker rank, I did 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star in Java, and the 6 star was by C++.
Yeah.
So I started with Java and then kept learning C++ side, because I get to know about the STL part, that okay, there is something STL called, and you can do various stuff very easily while
Exactly.
all those things. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
so there's a misconception among students, basically who are younger. in their first and second years. They think that if I go on learning a particular language, if some emergency comes up, like I go on for interviewing, go on to give an interview where Java is or Python is the requirement. So what do? I am a C++ coder, so I can't shift. But trust me, if you know a language properly, it takes hardly 10 days to learn another language, right? So it takes hardly 10 days, so you can shift and jump to any other language. You don't know there are numerous numbers and types of languages in the market, like Golang is there and all those stuffs are there. So you don't actually know, if you go to a company, which language they will ask you to code particular stuff. In companies, people actually, after working on a particular language for 5 years, they get asked by their manager to work on a different kind of project. For example, if someone goes into a machine learning team after 5 years of web development, he might have to learn Python, but that takes merely 5 days for that guy, just because he have the core concepts clear. The DSA section and all those stuffs are clear. It's just that you'll have to change the syntaxes and all those namings and all those stuff, where you call a variable. Even in some languages, those things are also similar, right? So if you would like to say something on this.
Yeah, like learning the first language take time, and
Hmm.
the second language don't take much time, to learn, because all over thing the concept is required. You must
Exactly.
know the concept to solve that question, and the language does not, is important much enough, because all those things uh, come, you know, like what would be the difference? Just a syntax. That syntax is also, if else syntax is all same in every language, almost every language, because you just know the concept, then you good to go with any language. It's because you just know Hindi, but you still know English, right? So that's the thing.
Hmm. Okay, so I think we have spoken enough for this day. I'll provide the feedback form links, and you
And
can
yeah,
feel these things. Yeah.
if you have any other questions remaining, you
Go
may
ahead, just
ask
ask.
them in
While
comments.
while they fill the forms, let's just address another question. Mistakes you made as a coder.
Okay,
Anurag is
I
asking you.
made I made many mistakes. Mistakes is like that. I
We
still
are
do that
still making
mistake.
mistakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are still making mistakes.
So I know it's a mistake and I'm still doing it. As the one thing is like I'm jumping into many technologies right now. I'm learning everything, anything, like I'm jumping anywhere. I was learning backend a day before, and now I'm left the backend. Just not, it's not the thing that that I'm not understanding backend. But just it just left. I just got to know about a hackathon and start. If I need to prepare for this hackathon, I will need to stop that thing. So that's not the thing you must do. uh, I personally don't agree with myself only all those things stuff, but yeah, uh, that's the thing which is a mistake, and the mistake is also that you must not stop, the streak, even if you have exams and all. You must have the thing in mind that okay, I don't need to stop all this thing. I need to perform. I need to code something, and all those things. That works. That literally works. If you have exams only and then also you have an urge to code, now that works. That that is not, this is normal. You should be coding every day. People do say कि every day हर दिन code करो, हर दिन code करो. हर दिन code करो से they mean कि हर दिन you have to see a problem and you must be around that thing, that environment, a coding environment. You must not
Exactly.
fled anywhere else. मेरा एग्जाम था, एक महीना मैंने कुछ नहीं पढ़ा, उसके बाद छूट ही गया. भाई तुम 3 महीने से कोडिंग कर रहे थे, वो तुम्हारा छूट गया एक महीने के, और एक महीना कुछ और दिन के, तो कैसे चीज छूट सकती है, राइट? सो you should know your priorities. You should know that you should set up your mind that you need to be, like there only. What kind of programming path would you choose if you will start again from the first year? Okay, I just started with competitive programming from the first year, but I believe that all those development stuff should also be started from that age only, that from that year only. You must be aware of about all those things, HTML. I was not much around the development part through, everywhere. I was just lonely setting up, doing competitive programming, you must follow many YouTube channels on development part, so that you get insights every time. Because now I open my YouTube shorts, I get uh, the things about entrepreneurship and this development tricks and tips, all those stuff. So that led me think, okay, I will add this in my new project, I will add this in the existing project, it may look good and all those stuffs. So that is the thing which you should do, that you must be doing everything from the first year. Get your hands dirty on everything on the first year, everything AI ML सब बोलते हैं कि AML बाद में करो, नहीं उसी दिन करो, तुमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तुम देखो तो सही क्या चीज है, पता तो
हाँ,
होनी चाहिए क्या चीज है।
exactly.
ठीक है,
And
हर एक
whenever you like that thing, go deep into that.
करेक्ट,
Try
थोड़ा डीप
everything.
तो सब में। हाँ, एक
हाँ,
वीडियो देख लो ना, 1-2 घंटे 3 घंटे का वीडियो देख लो, बस देख लो। मूवी देखते हो वैसे ही देख लो, बस बैठ के देखो, कुछ अच्छा लगा तो वापस खुद देखोगे।
exactly.
तो फर्स्ट ईयर में तो यही करो, ठीक है। सेकेंड ईयर में तुम्हें खुद पता चल जाएगा ये 3 चीज 4 चीज मुझे अच्छी लग रही है, इससे मैं कुछ बना सकता हूँ, तो उसमें काम में लग जाओ, उसके बारे में और डीप जाओ। थर्ड ईयर तक तुम्हारा खुद से प्रोजेक्ट बन जाएगा।
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
So Harsh, I think we are done with.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already. Uh, it's a pleasure to talk to you. It was a very informative session, rather a podcast, and we'll be doing such kinds of stuffs later on. Also,
Definitely.
yeah. Anamika is saying
It
Harsh.
becomes
Yeah, right, Anamika.
it,
Yeah.
it becomes more
Okay.
interactive in podcast, because if I prepare a script, I must be like, okay, I forgot all those things. But
Yes,
when we are
right.
talking, like, okay, it just came out.
That was the goal actually in this kinds of events. So I think we can end the
Yeah,
session. So, yeah.
definitely, Anurag. Yeah, we are ending the session, and you just fill out the feedback form and definitely take part in all those contests, Newton contest, and there are multiple platforms, multiple contests keep running on their platforms, and you should participate.
Okay. So I think I'll the yeah, the live is over, I guess. So I think I'll let them speak if they want to speak something.